The following is a Just Green production.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of November 20th, 2017. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. Week 14, what up, you motherfuckers? Follow us on Twitter at MightBeNews247. That's MightBeNews247. I don't even know why I say that anymore. Follow us. Follow us on Twitter. We'll show you the way. With me, as always, say what up, Kev.
Yo, guys, what's up? How you doing?
Danny's back. Say what up, Danny.
I'm back.
He's not sick anymore. Now I'm sick. It's a wonderful feeling. It's all in my chest. It's all in my throat. My face feels sick.
Your face looks sick.
It's fucking dumb. It was like 80 degrees a week and a half ago, and now it's full-blown winter out there. Dumb. It's like we don't even have fall anymore. Did you notice that? The trees, they were all green, and then like all of a sudden, boop, dead. Everything's dead now. Cold.
See, it's fall.
It is, but no, it's not, because it's fucking 32 degrees out when I get up in the morning.
It was like 46 degrees right now. It was 60 today.
I haven't left my apartment in 2 days because I've been sick. Has it been nice the past couple of days?
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Well, besides today. Today it rained all day.
It did rain all day. All right, well, Danny, do you have good news this week? Because I don't have good news.
I do.
All right, we have good news. Here we go.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, good news, week 14. What do you got, Danny?
Well, this is actually going to help out what you were just talking about. First of its kind satellite was just launched into space to help track Earth's weather like never before. A first in a series of 4 advanced polar orbiting satellites launched to space on its third try early Saturday, November 18th, turning its watchful eye to improving the accuracy of weather forecasts and Earth observations. The new Joint Polar Satellite System 1 satellite, JPSS-1, launched into orbit atop a United Launch Alliance-built Delta II rocket, 4:47 a.m. on Saturday, lighting up the pre-dawn sky over its Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. The successful liftoff came after 2 scrubbed launch attempts earlier this week due to high winds and boats inside the launch range restricted zone offshore. So this is a satellite that's going to go up. It's going to help us track the weather so people can stop complaining that we don't have fall anymore.
Wow.
So it's a top-of-the-line satellite that should do some cool things for us out there. My other story is dogs. Dogs have been proven to help with people's health. The benefits that come with owning a dog are clear: physical activity, support, companionship. But owning a dog could literally be saving your life. Dog ownership is associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease and death. And it finds that it is helping reduce the risk of death by 33% and the risk of cardiovascular-related deaths by 36%.
That's huge. That's wild.
So I thought that was pretty cool. And my other good news story is Blake Shelton was named the world's sexiest man alive.
Boo. That's my point. So I'm going to save it. But I'm here to dispute that. Okay? Because there's 3 better looking people than Blake Shelton at this table right now. Okay? At least.
I wouldn't go that far, but
at least.
I mean, I could think of a few other that
at least. Listen,
I would put up there.
People think he's hot because his wife is hot.
Gwen Stefani?
Yeah. Are they married? Are they married?
No, they're just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, all right. So they're celebrity a celebrity couple that, you know.
Now, see, I had this discussion
everybody
with my
loves
wife.
that shit. They're on TV and stuff.
We had this discussion with my wife, and she thinks that a lot of it has to do with his sense of humor and that kind of stuff, and his
money.
The way he drinks alcohol so much.
Boo! I'm going to save it because that's my point. I'm going to talk about how ugly he is for an entire point on this show. I'm going to talk about how ugly he is. I don't know him as a person. I assume he's very nice, but I know there's no chiseled abs. There's no. We're gonna have a debate on this show.
Yep.
Who's the sexiest man alive?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna do that in a little bit. For now, I'm gonna talk about the new music that came out this week because I forget about it sometimes. P&B Rock came out with a new album, Catch These Vibes. Jaden Smith, that's Will Smith's son, came out with an album, Sire. I'm
What
interested.
kind of music is it?
It's hip hop.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm interested to listen to it. We'll
I
see.
just watched Pursuit of Happiness today.
It's a good movie. It's good.
Way to brush it off.
Sci-Hi the Prince came out with a new album that's very good called No Dope on Sundays. If you've never heard of Sci-Hi the Prince, I definitely recommend checking him out. He's a generational artist. Once in a generation. T-Pain came out with a new album, Oblivion. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill came out with a duet album, The Rest of Our Life. That's so cute.
Aww.
No Worries came out with a remix album, Yes Lord. That's Anderson .Paak Group. That's Anderson .Paak Group. I'm gonna listen to that.
He's pretty good.
I didn't even realize that.
You introduced me to him. I dug him.
He's good. All right, that means I'm going to pick him next time for late review. You just signed up for it. Talib Kweli came out with a new album, Radio Silence. It is also very good. Morrissey came out with a new album, Low in High School. Green Day came out with a greatest hits album, as if anybody wants to listen to that shit. Whitney Houston came out with she didn't. Somebody came out with it. It's her name on it. I Wish You Love, More from the Bodyguard. Looks like some alternate mixes. Number one, Kev, is I Will Always Love You. Maybe you might want to check this out.
There you go.
Black Sabbath came out with a live album called The End.
And who wants to listen to that?
I don't know. Probably not me. Bob Seger came out with a deluxe album. Oh, this is like old. Never mind. Don't worry about Bob Seger's new shit. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can see. Good week in music. I listened to a couple things. I was excited for a new Eminem album that didn't come out this week, so that was kind of disappointing.
It didn't come out?
No, it's not out.
There was
Thought it
so
was
much
supposed
hype
to.
around it.
Well, he put that one song out, and he's doing all right. Right now it's Saturday. He's on Saturday Night Live tonight, which is why I thought that it was going to come out because that just makes sense, and that's what Jay-Z did. So, was it Jay-Z? I don't know. I know a Tribe Called Quest did that. Anyway, interesting. It was kind of a slow news week if you don't pay attention to the news. There's a lot of crazy shit going on, man, and it's tough to find, anything else besides dudes beating off in front of chicks inappropriately like Louis C.K., which is a real bummer for me because I really like Louis C.K.
But if you of all comedians, you sit there and
makes
listen
jokes
to,
about that shit.
You sit there and listen to Louis C.K. That is the type of person that you're going to think that's sitting there beating off in front of people.
He makes jokes about it. He's like, I'm on the phone with this chick and I'm just jerking it all. Like, what? He makes jokes about it, right?
Yeah.
Am I mistaken? He's a total scumbag, and that's why I like Louis C.K. Not really. I don't know. I feel bad for these ladies, but at least he didn't rape them or something. I don't know.
Why is everybody waiting so long and coming out now?
I don't know. I have a theory on this, and it's just the fact that it's all at once, and every day it's just more people.
Every day it's a new celebrity.
Now
that has
it's going
something
into the government, like senators and people running for office. And if I had to guess right now, it's just as a mainstream, thing that they're trying to do. They want to just desensitize us from it and make it to where it's not a big deal. And I don't know. it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Some of these things more than other things, like we were talking about the Weinstein guy and how
That's a big
that's
deal.
a big deal.
If he's just,
Kevin Spacey's a big deal, just grabbing dicks.
but if Louis C.K. is just pulling his wiener out and showing it to people, not that big of a deal.
It's kind of a big deal, but him beating off on the phone isn't a big deal, right? I think most women would agree that that's not really a big deal.
I mean, if he was on FaceTime,
Jackie just
maybe.
says you hang up. I would hang up on somebody if they were beating off too. If it was on, I mean that's just weird, right? But like, he had like his show taken away from him and Netflix stuff taken away from him, and he like came right out and said, "Yeah, that happened." He apologized. I don't know
I just don't think it's that big of a deal.
for what the Louis C.K. thing.
Yeah. Oh, the Weinstein thing is
The
a
Weinstein
huge deal.
thing's huge. It's
Yeah.
just this big thing,
And that's something that needs to be brought to the public's attention. But Louis C.K., little wiener pics here and there.
he wasn't even sending pics of his wiener. He was just beating off while on the phone with them. No. And also taking it out in front of them, I guess. There was people there.
Did he do the helicopter?
Well, I mean, you got to advertise it sometimes.
I don't know what he did. But he makes jokes about doing that thing. So, I don't know, man.
All right, off of the wiener subject. Guess what I finally watched on my week off?
Moana.
I finally watched
You
it.
watched
With-
Moana?
I
with your
finally
boys.
Watched it. Yep.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was good.
What can you say?
Was it
except you're
like
welcome?
it's good? Was it it's good? Or was it
mean-
like really good?
I mean, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
The suggestion on that movie. What can you say except you're welcome?
Wow, Kev.
Really? No, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Did you feel shiny afterwards?
I mean,
That's my favorite song on there, by the way. It is.
I
liked it.
I was so excited to tell you guys, and then I got sick, and I was like, well, shit, now I got to wait a whole nother week to tell you guys.
Well, we've been waiting all season for you to watch
I know.
No, and I don't want to change the subject, but I got to bring it up. Did I ruin your day by letting you know that Chick-fil-A sauce is made up of ranch dressing?
No, because I actually called a few people. I called the corporate office, and it is not made with ranch. It is a combination of barbecue and honey mustard.
And ranch.
There's no ranch in Chick-fil-A sauce.
You did not call corporate.
All right, so for
No
those of you
way.
who don't know, we have
No.
a Facebook Messenger group text, and Kev broke the news that
I'm Googling it right now.
So I Googled it too, and it's like 50-50. 50 say that it's a combination of ranch, honey mustard, and barbecue. But then the other people it's just ranch or it's just barbecue and honey mustard. They say it has the creaminess of ranch, but there is no ranch in Chick-fil-A sauce.
You're a denier.
I'm not a denier.
You're a denier.
I am a fat kid who likes to follow up on things to make sure that he knows what
There's
he's doing.
Fucking ranch
There
in
is
anything.
no ranch in it.
You
And
actually.
I wanted to kill you. And I was trying to think of the last time that I had the Chick-fil-A sauce, and I was like, no, there's no ranch. It doesn't look like ranch, doesn't smell like ranch. There's no ranch little fucking specks of bullshit in it. Honey mustard and barbecue.
true, Kev, he has you there.
No ranch in it.
I have the Golden Globe nominations.
Go for it.
They just came out December 12th. I'm curious to see if I guess the Golden Globes covers movies and television. And I
Okay.
didn't know that. I thought it was just one of them.
TV.
Yeah, I thought it was just TV. What is the TV thing? Is that the Emmys? That's the Emmys? All right. Jackie Google over there. Okay, Jackie.
Okay, Jackie.
So, all right. I'm not gonna go through all of these because it's very detailed. Best Picture, drama, movies. Hacksaw Ridge. You guys see
That was
that?
good.
I have that recorded. I've been wanting to watch
You
it.
should
That's
really watch
really
it.
good.
I was very surprised by it.
How does it stack up next to Saving Private Ryan?
It's different and it's way brutal. It's very, very crazy.
Is it?
It starts off kind of slow, and then from like, what do you say, Kev? A little bit before half
Yeah.
to the end is bonkers. Like, whoa. And the fact that it's a true story probably puts it over Saving Private Ryan for me. I
Okay.
mean, Saving Private Ryan is like an epic storytelling movie, and it's like a roller coaster ride. Whereas this is like, it's like I said, it starts off slow and then it just totally shifts gears and doesn't let go.
Okay.
Very good. Hell or High Water. Have you guys seen that movie?
No.
Have
You
not seen
should.
it.
It's really good. It's about these two guys, and this was based on a true story too, I think. They rob banks, these two brothers, to like pay their mom's like farm off or something like that. Like it was getting ready to do. It was awesome. Lion, which is like probably my favorite movie of 2017, to be honest. Manchester by the Sea, didn't see it. Moonlight, I saw it, and I have no idea why people like it. You guys haven't seen Moonlight, I assume.
No.
I wouldn't probably watch a movie titled
Kev,
Moonlight.
Moonlight made me very uncomfortable. Not like it not uncomfortable, it just caught me off guard, and there's one very explicit scene in it that definitely caught me off guard. But holy shit,
Dudes
I would love
banging
to
dudes?
see. No, they're not banging each other. They're just playing with wieners. And I would love to see like your expression and like just not knowing that the scene is coming up and just you like freaking out, like, oh, turn it off. Like I could just see you like flipping your TV over just to prevent everybody in the room from seeing it. No, it was very weird and wild. Not if you're not into that, or whatever. I just wasn't expecting it. It was a really slow movie, and all of a sudden this happens, and you're like, that was very intense and wild, and I wasn't expecting that. Best Picture comedy or musical. It's weird that they group them together.
That
in
is
my opinion,
weird.
right?
Yeah.
So, because I don't know what there's. All right, 20th Century Woman. Never heard of it. Deadpool. You've seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen it?
I love
Very
Deadpool.
good. It was awesome. Florence Foster Jenkins. That was a Meryl Streep movie.
I wouldn't
That-
classify Deadpool as a comedy, though. I mean, there's funny parts.
No, I can
Yeah.
see. I can see it's a comedy.
It was, I would.
You wouldn't put it in as action?
I don't know if there's an action thing on here. To be honest with you,
I'd
Okay.
definitely put it in as a comedy.
Okay.
I don't see an action category. That'd probably be why.
Golden Globes needs to get their shit together.
Yeah,
then.
they're very strange. Deadpool. Florence Foster Jenkins was based on a true story. That's a Meryl Streep movie that I did not see, but it looked dumb. La La Land.
Boo.
Didn't see it, but it's in the same category as Deadpool, which is very strange.
La La Land won a bunch of.
Yeah, and if it
awards.
wins something that Deadpool doesn't, I think Deadpool should win every award it's nominated for, period. I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for the second one. Sing Street, never heard of it, but it sounds terrible. Let's see, Best Director. No, we don't need to go into all that. So those are the movies. Best Actor Comedy, Colin Farrell, The Lobster. I did not see that movie. Ryan Gosling, La La Land, Hugh Grant, Florence Foster Jenkins, Jonah Hill, War Dogs. Did you guys see War
That
Dogs?
was fucking amazing.
That was cool,
Dude,
cool
that
movie.
was an amazing. It's on. Do you have HBO?
Yeah.
Watch it on. It's on HBO.
right.
It is a phenomenal
It was
movie.
good. I really liked it.
Have you still haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
I would compare it to Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, they're on
type
the
of movie.
same level, kind of.
Fucking amazing movie.
That's with Jonah Hill's in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jonah Hill's in that. What's that other guy's name? I don't
Leonardo
know.
DiCaprio.
No. The Miles Teller.
Oh, the War Dogs.
The War Dogs, yeah. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is also nominated for Best Actor Comedy.
Jonah Hill.
Best Actress Comedy, Annette Bening, 20th Century Woman, Lily Collins, Rules Don't Apply, Haley Steinfeld, The Edge of 17, Emma Stone, La La Land, Meryl Streep, Florence Foster Jenkins. I've never seen any of those movies, but I'm willing to bet Meryl Streep wins it because she wins everything.
When she's old.
Basically, like the same movies and the same actors for every category.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I really don't know, to be honest with you. All right, so now let's skip down to television. Best TV series drama: The Crown.
Haven't seen it.
Me neither. Game of Thrones. It wins.
Mhm.
Stranger Things. This Is Us. And Westworld.
I bet you Stranger Things is
Ooh.
gonna give Game of Thrones a run for the money.
I think This Is Us is going to take it.
That's rough. Because
It's
This Is Us, dude. This Is Us is huge.
It's a tearjerker. People seem to really love it. You guys, I take it, haven't seen Westworld?
I haven't, but my wife fully loves that movie.
Loved it.
Or TV show.
Loved
I'm sorry.
it. Loved it. It was like there's nothing else like it. Like totally weird. It's like Total Recall. You saw Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
So it's like that meets like The Matrix or something. It's really weird. Like, all right, so
Robots going into worlds, and if they die in the world, they're really dead type deal.
no. All right, so say you and me, all three of us want to go to Westworld. It's this place. It's like an amusement park where you pay to go and get dressed in, like a cowboy or whatever, and you go and you can gamble in this place, and there's all these robots in there that look like real people and act like real people. And there's basically like a programmed narrative, like a story that they follow. All right. So each robot inside of Westworld is more like a character, almost like in a book or like a script or something. So like if you interact with this person, then it'll trigger like an event and you guys can go on like an adventure together. Or you can just strictly go in there and just go to a whorehouse and just bang robots as long as you want, which they don't look like robots. They're all very attractive. And
So they're not like Sophia or Sophie.
No, they're definitely better than Sophia. But like, all right, but spoiler alert, the robots figure out that they're robots and they kind of start like having like a crazy thing. It's wild. It's a very wild show. And I just exited out of the fucking award thing on my phone. So, I guess we're done with that. Well, here, let me see if I can find it again. Let me see. 2017 Golden Globe.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what other TV shows were on there.
Man, you suck.
Listen, man. Why can't I find it?
Terrible show already.
It's already bad.
Terrible show. This is stupid.
I still can't believe you tried to fuck up my day by telling me about Chick-fil-A.
Yo, I saw that shit.
Like, it's bullshit.
No,
No.
it's not.
It is bullshit.
Ranch dressing is delicious, Dan.
No, it is not.
There is something wrong with you that you don't like ranch dressing
There's
because
nothing
it
wrong
is.
with me.
I would drink it.
I'm a sane person.
I would drink it.
Well, that's you.
Give me a straw.
You can have a straw, but I'm telling you, it's not in Chick-fil-A sauce. It's not.
They actually marinate their chicken in ranch dressing before they put it in.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, somebody come over here and get this guy marinate their chicken in ranch dressing. Yo.
That would be banging, though.
No, it would not. Nobody would eat it. Nobody would eat it. I'm so glad I like the Polynesian sauce better than the Chick-fil-A sauce because even though there's not in it, you
I don't
screwed it up for me.
I don't even use the Chick-fil-A sauce. Polynesian sauce, I will fully agree with you, is delicious. I love it.
Yeah, it's number one sauce.
It's crack.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets and French fries in that shit all day.
I pour it on top of the chicken sandwich too. Oh yeah.
You want to know something awesome?
What?
Like really awesome?
Go ahead.
That list that I was just reading was from 2016. So we're 25 minutes into the episode and we've talked about nothing.
Oh, fake news.
Nothing.
Fake news.
Nothing.
Man, you
And you know what's funny? You know what's even funnier? I was reading the nominations. There's winners that I didn't even. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about who won. I'm not even going to talk about it.
Oh, my God. So, wait a minute. All right. So,
Do you want to know who won? Because I'll look it up. You guys have another conversation for a minute, and I'll find the winners.
I want to know the one we were talking about, where it was between This Is Us and Stranger Things.
You want to know who won that?
I want to know who won that one.
All right. Well, you guys continue talking about Polynesian sauce, and I'll come up with the. Let's see. I googled nominations. Let's type in winners.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
for every episode that he's ever came at you, Kev, this is like
This is
all karma.
the worst thing
This is karma. Everything
that could have possibly happened.
everything is coming full circle right now and
Look,
kicking him in the ass.
Golden Globes 2017 full list of winners. Here we go. Oh my God. The Moonlight won the best picture. Dumb. Ugh.
Oh.
Let's see. Best direction. I don't care about any of that.
And on
Ryan
this week's
Gosling
episode,
won. So, all right.
Would
man.
you get to
Emma
the Game
Stone
of Thrones?
won. Let's see. Game of Thrones.
This is us.
we have just successfully lost 10 listeners this week.
I don't blame him.
No. He has successfully lost 10 listeners this week.
I can't believe it. Best television, The Crown.
Really?
We all lost. I don't even know what this is.
I think it's about Queen Elizabeth or
That
some
sounds
shit like
horrible. Ugh.
Thank God it was last year.
Wow, what a great show, guys. Ugh. All right. First of all, I'd like to sincerely apologize to our listeners for being totally off the ball this week. Kev, I can't believe that you let me go through with this.
Whoa,
Yo.
Don't you put this on Kev's.
It's completely my fault.
And I had a phenomenal review for music this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Oh, because you picked it, right?
Yeah.
So you knew exactly what you would. Tell them what we're doing. Late review. What
Stone
was it?
Temple Pilots, Core.
Wow.
Did you listen?
Did you listen?
Yes.
You listened cover to cover.
Yeah.
Every song.
Every song.
Really?
Yes.
Then I listened.
Okay.
I listened to the Super Deluxe edition.
I didn't go that far.
I listened to the regular.
I didn't really listen to the whole Super Deluxe edition. The shit's like 3.5 hours long. It's unbelievable.
Oh.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to go kick myself in the ass. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Might Be News. Follow us on Twitter at Might Be News 24/7. That's Might Be last year's Golden Globe Awards 24/7. So I've had this case of strawberry kiwi Capri Sun sitting in my fridge for probably a month. I hate that shit.
Yo, this shit's banging.
Good.
I just revealed this to Danny and Kev, and they are crushing a strawberry kiwi Capri Sun case literally before my eyes. I'm very impressed. That shit tastes like cat piss.
I'm going to have another one.
All right. So, how do we recover from last segment?
I don't think there's any coming back from that.
All right, so in my defense, the reason that I thought that I was reading a current list, aside from the date being from almost a year ago, I saw a story this past week talking about the movie Get Out is going to be in the comedy category.
How is that a comedy?
Well, because I guess there are some funny parts about it, I suppose, but there's no horror category. And it's that good that they have to find somewhere to put it. Although I feel like the drama category would probably fit better. You guys have never seen Get Out?
I've seen it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It was good. Do you like it?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was great. Like that first scene was really crazy with the car like stalking him and stuff. It was wild. It was a wild movie. I'm thinking about getting hypnotized soon. Got some phone numbers here to call. Trying to quit smoking cigarettes.
How much does that shit cost?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. If it's too much, it's too much. But how much is too much, you know?
No, how much is too much? Because whatever amount of money you're going to spend on getting hypnotized, it's going to not go towards cigarettes. Just take that month or 2 months that you're going to spend on cigarettes and spend it on a hypnotist.
I guess. Let's go with what's the point?
What's the point? Is there a point to this? What is your point?
Are you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
Kev, are you just going to sit there and look stupid? You're drinking it. You put the straw in on the bottom, Kev. You put the straw in on the bottom.
Yo, there's something wrong with you. I just housed 3 freaking strawberry kiwi Capri Suns, and they are delicious.
There's a pile of empty fucking pouches just sitting on my table. Yeah, Kev. Seriously. I can't even barely look at the box. It's just horrible. Horrible.
I just gave myself 150 calories of Capri Suns.
Total, or is that per pouch?
50 calories per pouch.
Wow.
Only 13 grams of sugar.
Wow. Yeah.
He got
Gross, Kev.
diabetes.
It's gross.
Mister, I'm pouring 2 in a cup at a time.
Yeah, it's true. Definitely not the strawberry kiwi, though. I don't like strawberry kiwi anything, to be honest. It's the kiwi. It's gross. And strawberries. Gross.
What's your point?
You already know my point. What's your point?
My point. Dude, I had the chance today. I took my kid over to one of his friend's house, and me and Amy sat there and talked with their parents, and his dad pulls me aside. He says, I got to show you something. He showed me his Vive, which is virtual reality.
Yeah.
It was the most amazing thing. Because I'm a gamer. It was the most amazing thing that I've ever experienced in my life.
Now,
Really?
this is the legit one. This isn't the goggles that you put on with your phone in it.
This is the legit one.
Legit.
Where I was literally afraid. I was in this world, and I was literally afraid I was going to run into a wall. Walking around, he loads up this game that I'm I'm basically Rick from The Walking Dead.
Oh, no.
Dude. So I get out in this world, and there's this dead dude sitting there slouched over in a chair, and I get all up close to him, like from me to a foot away, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at this guy. I'm looking around and looking at, because every way you move, it changes on how you're moving.
Yeah.
I get real close to this guy, and his dad leans into me and goes, boo, and I jumped. Dude, it was so cool. Like, they have job simulators where you can be a chef and you can cook, and like, it was amazing.
Are the graphics good?
Amazing.
Really?
Like, legit.
Really?
Dude, it is the coolest experience. If you ever have a chance to try virtual reality, you need to jump on it.
Do you know how much those are? They don't pay us, but you know.
Well, with the Vive and the Oculus, you need to have a computer designated for it.
Okay.
But with the PlayStation, I think it's a PlayStation View, PlayStation VR, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You use your PlayStation and you just buy the headset and
It's
the
the
camera.
VR, the PlayStation VR.
So for the Vive and a computer, you're looking around $1,300.
Jeez. But it's worth it?
Dude, $1,300 well spent.
Wow.
Dude, it is amazing. Like, you can get legit lost in virtual reality for hours.
Now, like, did you have to, like, is it tracing, like, you walking, or do you have, like, a controller in your hand where you move forward?
It's usually like the one that I was playing today. You don't do a whole lot of walking, but you can. But you point on the little controller, you point the button, and then you point where you want to go, and then you just move there,
Okay.
dude. And they have,
But the whole time you're like looking around and you can like
Yeah.
look at your surroundings and stuff.
It's,
Okay.
dude. So they have a app that's associated with Google Maps.
Okay.
You can put yourself on top of the fucking Sears Tower and you're just chilling on top of the Sears Tower, out and everything.
You can look like straight down.
Yeah, straight down.
Oh God.
What?
It is absolutely amazing,
That sounds pretty awesome.
dude. It's cool. It is cool.
Danny, what's your point this week?
I got 2 points.
Okay.
Want to talk briefly. You guys had mentioned last week that I'm going to be taking a few weeks off.
Yep.
After tonight's episode,
Yep.
my wife and I were getting ready to have our third kid on Monday. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to her. She's just been phenomenal this entire pregnancy. She's done an awesome job. She's been working still up until last week.
Wow.
For those of you that don't know me, we have pretty decent sized babies.
Yeah, big.
Our last kid, Blake, was born 12 pounds 9 ounces. He was the largest baby ever born in Paoli Hospital.
Unbelievable.
We were on the news, the newspaper, Preston and Steve. I mean, and she's measuring big again. She's measuring, I think, like 45 or 46 weeks.
You guys doing Paoli Hospital again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Monday morning, around 12, when you guys are hopefully listening to this episode, we'll be in the hospital holding our baby. So I will be taking a few weeks off to spend with her to help her out. Just want to give a shout out to her. She's been doing awesome.
Shout out to Allison.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
And the other
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. My other point, I just felt like we should talk about it. There's been a lot of controversy going on around Facebook about GQ's Citizen of the Year,
Citizen of the Year.
Colin Kaepernick.
Wow, Kev.
There's been a lot of a debate going on about this, about why they awarded him this distinguished honor of Citizen of the Year. I don't fully agree with it, but what are your guys' take on this?
I mean, let me first start this off by saying that I don't read GQ magazine.
Neither do I.
Nor do I care about really anything they do. Also, shout out to Gal Gadot for winning Woman of the Year from GQ. That's Wonder Woman, if you didn't know.
Oh, good for her.
I listen, I think Colin Kaepernick has his faults, such as him wearing pig bacon socks and Fidel Castro shirts and whatever. But I do fully support his message. I fully support the way that at first he sat on the bench at first, right? And he talked to, was it a Navy SEAL or Special Forces? Somebody, a veteran, that he said it'd be better if you kneeled. So that's what he did. And from the very first time that they asked him why he was doing it, he mentioned the vets that come home and don't have anything waiting for them here, jobs, homes, whatever. And I saw that people, yourself including Danny, were posting about, J.J. Watt raising, what was it, $37 million for Hurricane Harvey relief?
Now, I think J.J. Watt was just thrown in there for the simple fact that GQ picked an ex-football player.
Yeah.
And they just went and they picked somebody like J.J. Watt because he's been in the headlines lately for raising that money for the hurricane victims.
Right.
So, I mean, I can't necessarily say that I would have picked J.J. Watt over Colin Kaepernick because J.J. Watt started off with $100,000.
Yeah.
And then through his people, through his sources, he's raised those millions and millions of dollars.
Right.
Now, I do know that Colin Kaepernick has given a lot of his own money to different organizations. There was something he was doing with his suits or something like that, giving them away.
Yeah.
My thing is, would he have been doing all this if he wasn't in the news like he is? Which
I think not.
I don't think he would.
I don't know.
And I think this is just GQ's way of, grabbing somebody who is in the media like that and trying to glorify them even more.
I think it's GQ's way of pulling somebody that's in the media like that so it brings more attention to their magazine.
True. But also, it's Citizen of the Year. He's not a citizen. He is an ex-football player. If they want to do a citizen, they need to pick somebody who's not in that spot like he is. I mean, he is a citizen. Don't get me wrong. But they need to pick somebody who's not in the spotlight like he was. They need to pick somebody who they can, shine the spotlight on and say, look, this person's done a lot. This person's done a lot of good. They haven't been in the news for doing bad things. That's why we're naming them our Citizen of the Year.
I mean, that kind of is Colin Kaepernick. I mean, listen, I think that Colin Kaepernick made a conscious decision to protest. When was that? Starting last year, right?
Yeah.
I think he made a conscious decision to do that. I think he handled the interviews very well following that. I think that it's the mainstream media's fault for not making those interviews still a talking point on it now, because he was very clear on that he felt like he wasn't disrespecting the flag or the military, and at least that wasn't his intention. His intention was to start a conversation that we are having now more, you know what I mean? Maybe not us, but it's a national conversation. It's a big deal. More players are doing it. Entire teams are doing it. And I mean, it's not really in the news as much now, but I don't think that Colin Kaepernick, when he started out, was planning on doing that. I don't think that he was planning on having the number one selling jersey in the league and donating 100% of those proceeds to something. But I think that when he started doing it, I saw it on Facebook. I'm sure he heard it as well. Well, why isn't he doing something about it? Why isn't he protesting black on black crime? Why isn't he doing something beyond this? So he said, okay, well, you know what? All these jerseys here, they're all gone. All the money is going somewhere else. And I'm going to start a camp, multiple camps across the country for inner city kids and adults to learn their rights and how to properly interact with police. If you want me to do something about it, here it is. I'm going to pledge that for the next 10 months, I'm going to donate 4 installments of $25,000 to charities that he researches and wants to donate to, such as, I forget the name of it, but he's paying rent for a couple hundred veterans right now for an entire year. School books and better school supplies for inner city schools and things like that. So I think that, like, to answer your question which is like, would he be doing this if he wasn't in the public or like all out there? I think that is the reason why he's doing it, is because like people like us, like normal average people, are just, well, why isn't he doing more? Why isn't he doing more than just kneeling? And
Well,
that's his answer.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he had come out and said that if he could take it back, kneeling for the national anthem, that he would. He straight up said that. But the paying the rent and everything, and giving all this money, I don't necessarily think that he'd be doing it as much as he is now if he didn't start this whole thing.
Yeah. But he is because he did.
He is.
And you're right. I mean, I part of me, when I saw that he got the award, was because they couldn't give it to somebody in Hollywood. They don't know if they're going to give it to this person, and then a week later it comes out that he's raping women or beating off on the phone with them or something. You know what I mean? Like,
well, what about somebody like Chris Long? We talked about Chris
Long. Yeah,
he is playing the world's dangerous.
But then
game
you're still
free.
You're still in the football player thing. So like, I mean, the only alternative would be to give it to like the teacher of the year or what's that cop's name? Tommy, what do you know what I'm talking about? He's on Instagram and Facebook. I don't remember his name, but he was like he got famous because he was going to all these schools and talking to kids about trying to just be a good cop and be I forget his name. I forget his name right now.
Man, you suck this
It's
whole
bad.
show.
It's
I
bad.
know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
But I mean, like, there's plenty
There's
of
plenty of people.
other people out there who could be designated the citizen of the year, not somebody who is already in the spotlight for causing a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we talked about it before. That's his platform. That was the only platform he had. He wanted to get his point across, and that's what he did.
I think that the conversation, you have to be able to have hard conversations to make progress.
Yeah.
Which nobody sitting at this table is a racist. I know that.
No.
Because I know you guys very well.
I just hate everybody.
I just don't like Amish people. But there certainly is racism in America in 2017, and just that fact alone to me is outrageous. And like I said, you have to be able to have tough conversations in order, in my opinion, to make progress.
Well, we talked about the whole racism thing because of the cover of GQ and just reading some of the comments.
Oh, it's
There
terrible.
are nasty people out there.
Terrible. Like, and guaranteed none of them read GQ.
Seriously.
Ugh.
We were talking about that earlier. What does GQ stand for?
No, I
Who is
don't even know.
I mean,
I don't even know. And it's just, I made this huge post about it on Facebook just because I saw it all day and like all week. People were just talking about it. And like, I feel I like what Colin Kaepernick did, and I like the organizations that he's donating to and the impact that he's made. And I think that it's as much that he is in the spotlight, I feel like they aren't talking about the good things that he's doing enough. I think that they talk about the conflict more than they talk about the resolution.
well, I think he plays a big part in that too because from the very beginning he was very vocal about what he was doing, but now
he's very quiet now because he
very
got a book
quiet.
deal. He got a book deal.
Oh, is that what it is?
He got a book deal.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Got a book deal?
Yeah, he got a book deal. Big book deal.
Huh.
He's gonna make a big book, big bank, big
So,
money.
If
That's why, because he didn't even sit down for an interview with GQ. No, he just sat down to get that really extra militant picture taken for the cover.
which is hideous.
I mean, hey,
It's good.
it's good. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I think that he's a power symbol for not for us. It's not our thing, and I think that there is a deeper thing that he needs to be a part of in 2017 America. It's just not our thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's fine because I mean you look at it. There's such a huge line in the sand about it. There's really like no gray area. You either think that he's doing the right thing or the wrong thing. You either think that he belongs in the NFL or he's garbage. There's no gray area, like really with anybody. You and I disagree on a lot of it, Danny, and that's fine. I mean, I think that it's cool that we can sit here and have this conversation and not have it be like a Facebook conversation because if we were on Facebook and I didn't know you, I would have called you a fucking idiot by now or like just assumed that you were a Trump supporter or whatever, racist or whatever. That's how fast it happens on Facebook, and that's how dumb America's gotten in 2017.
But you're part of it because you just said yourself that you would have called him a racist.
Absolutely. I am a part of it. You know why? Because some days because it just sucks me in. It just, see, you try to like avoid it and watch puppy videos, right? That's what I try to do. I just watch puppy videos and video game trailers and movie, trailers and stuff. But then something like this happens and I start reading the comments and I start seeing how
Starts getting
terrible
you
some of
mad.
these people are. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, I'm ashamed that you're white. I'm ashamed that, you know what I mean? Like, just fuck. You are deplorable. Like, I just want to go in, and it just, some days I can not do that. And some days I absolutely cannot not do that.
Some days you need to work on just looking at it, smiling, and fucking exiting off your phone. Why would you let that bother you?
Kev.
Why?
Because I have feelings, Kev. I have emotions, unlike somebody at this table.
No, I got emotions too, and we've already gone over that.
I don't.
But why wouldn't you just
Leave it alone?
Yeah.
Some days I do.
Why does that get so under your skin that you need to call somebody that you don't know a racist or you a fucking idiot? I fully agree with these people that they get bigger balls on Facebook because they're not seeing the person.
Let me stop you right here, okay? Because I've heard you play PlayStation against people that you don't know that beat you at video games, and you fucking... I will never forget the one day, right? This is when I lived in your basement because I was a piece of shit at one point in my life, multiple points in my life. This is just one point in my life where I was a specific piece of shit that lived in your basement. And I come home from work, I come through the basement door, and I hear you screaming at somebody upstairs. I thought you were on the phone. I have never heard you talk to Amy like this. I thought it was an emergency, but I needed to stay away because you guys needed to handle your shit. 5 minutes later, you came down. I just fucking own this kid on fucking play on Call of Duty.
Oh my god!
I'm like, you gotta be kidding! You were just talking to a kid right then, like you were fucking freaking out. So like, it's that though, Kev.
But
I'm sure you can make it through 9 out of 10 video games without freaking out on a kid, right? But that one time that they just seriously either say something or do something so stupid that it's just
But you're talking about you're bringing up a time for me where I was 20 years old.
I'm sure it still happens, Kev. Maybe it
No.
doesn't. It does not at all. Ever.
Me bug out like that on the head? No, because my kids are around. But if the kids weren't around.
But if your kids weren't around, would it happen, Kev?
No.
Probably.
No, I don't know. No.
I want to ask Amy this.
Angry like that. Not especially on people that I don't know.
Right. I don't know, Kev. Listen, sometimes I just go through here and I see some of the most horrendous things and remarks that people say, and I can't hold my tongue. Because fuck you, that's why. Not you, that person. Fuck him. Anyway, my point is this idiot guy, what's his name, sexiest man alive, shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
Who, I want to have a debate right now. Who's the sexiest man alive? Blake Shelton?
No.
No?
If you could kiss any man in
I
Hollywood.
feel so awkward talking about this. If I could kiss any man, it'd be Harvey Weinstein.
Wow. Kevin Spacey just comes up and grabs your dick.
I mean, I'm all about that.
Wow.
No bullshit, just go right at it. This is weird. We're gonna have this conversation.
It's not weird.
It's
Come
not,
on.
though. No. Colin Kaepernick?
No. Who would you pick as the sexiest man?
Probably Ryan Reynolds. He's hot.
I full on seriously have a man crush on Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow. Like, what phase of Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, now? Because he has a lot. Like, do you like him with a beard?
No.
Do you like him with, like, longer, like, slick back hair?
I liked him. What was it?
When did you first develop a crush?
No, it's not Titanic. I mean,
Catch Me If You Can?
Wolf of Wall Street, when that came out, that's what, yeah.
Moderately aroused?
Yeah. No, not moderately.
Like more than that? Like more than that? Like slightly more than that, or like slightly less than that?
Less.
Okay, like slightly less, though.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio is definitely the sexiest man alive.
Turns you on. All right, so Danny, what's yours?
I'd have to pick Zac Efron.
Zac Efron's really hot. He's really hot.
I mean,
and he can sing.
Guys come along. There's a new movie coming out next year. The Barnum and Bailey Circus. You guys ever seen the Barnum and Bailey Circus?
Yeah.
So him and Hugh Jackman. Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
They actually.
He's hot too.
They're doing a whole movie.
They're doing each other in the movie.
Not doing each other.
I would
you
go
watch?
see that.
I'm sorry.
Would you watch?
Would I watch
if they were doing each other
in real life or in the movie?
Both.
So they're doing this. They're doing this movie about the Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Yeah.
From the very beginning to where it got off to, and
it's a period piece.
Actually, looks really cool. But I'd pick him over Blake.
I haven't seen the Baywatch movie, but I saw the trailer, and every time he had his shirt off, I wanted to see the movie. I mean, The Rock looks great. But I don't think The Rock is sexy.
The Rock was sexiest man last year.
That's right, he was, wasn't
Yes.
he? I see.
Well
I don't
deserved.
agree. I mean, he's a great
Well
actor.
deserved.
He's a good dude and all that, but I don't find him attractive.
He's a big, buff, bald guy. I mean,
He's got a great personality.
yeah.
Who
Wow.
do you pick?
I said, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Chiseled, dude. He's chiseled. That guy, or I mean, I've always had a thing for Ryan Gosling too. I think he's adorable. I haven't seen La La Land, but I bet he's got some pipes. I know he's got some moves. I've seen him do the dance moves.
I think he's adorable.
What was that movie with him and Steve Carell? What was it? You know what I'm talking about? Crazy Stupid Love?
Never
Have you seen a movie?
No.
Oh, dude, he takes his shirt off, everybody loses it.
You know who else I like is Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper's really hot. Really hot.
So besides Blake Shelton, we have Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, and Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. That's good. It's a good list.
Bradley Cooper just got Sexiest Man Alive 4 years ago.
I feel like all these guys have won it before, right? Maybe that's why they gave it to Blake Shelton. He's like last place. I don't know. He's like, what is his name? His co-host on the thing, Adam Levine. He's
Adam
won
Levine,
it before,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Levine.
Oh, shit.
He's attractive. I don't know.
He's hot.
He's hot. Oh my god. I don't know. There's plenty of hot. Like Hugh Jackman's hot. I mean, that dude. He's Australian. You know.
Oh.
Jon Snow. Everybody's into that guy. Kit Harington. You know who he is? No,
Nope.
you don't know who he is. You don't watch Game of Thrones.
That shit's garbage.
He's hot.
Is that the big mountain dude?
No, that's Jon Snow.
That's Jon Snow.
Yeah, they're like the main guy.
What do you think about him?
I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
Probably makes a good sandwich. Manwich. That's my point. I think Blake Shelton is bottom of the barrel.
Bottom.
And he's a country singer. I can't think of many worse things than that. Country singer, dude. And it's like 2017 country, so it's like pop country, right? Like country's all pop now and dumb.
Is it?
I don't know. Everything I've heard is just
I don't listen to country
me
anymore.
neither, like at all. Zero. But I like hear it like in passing, and I'm just like, ugh. Like techno country, but it's still the same. It's like just I want to get drunk and drive Chevrolets. I don't like it. Dumb. Pickup trucks, mud, Budweiser.
Kicking babies. Let me go get my bucket.
I miss my woman. What does Blake Shelton even sing about?
Nothing.
Do you know?
Nope.
What every other country artist sings about: losing their dog, losing their wife, losing their house.
Do you think he sings about Gwen Stefani? What if they do a duet thing? I won't listen. It'd be dumb. All right. So we're going to do late review. Here we go. No, it's a little late, but...
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing.
Why
about
didn't I know about this sooner?
All right, this week on late review, Stone Temple Pilots, Core, came out in 1992.
I didn't know that.
It's old.
Wow.
Yeah. What did you think of it, Kev? This is your pick.
My pick. So I love the Stone Temple Pilots almost as much as I like Pearl Jam.
Wow.
No, playing. No, Stone Temple Pilots is a great band. It's a great 90s band. There's 3 songs that absolutely stand out to me from hearing it on the 3 or 4 songs that hearing it on the radio or whatever it is. But I like pretty much all the songs on the album. Plush is my favorite song of the album, but I like the acoustic version better than the studio album version. I think it's so much better done, but that's pretty much...
It's on the Super Deluxe edition.
It's awesome. It is awesome. And if I'm going to give this a rating, I'm going to have to go with like a 7.5, 8.
Wow. It's a classic album.
It is a classic album.
Apparently not to you. Danny, what did you think?
First off, I'm impressed that you listened to the whole album.
Yeah, me too.
I was actually ready to go
12
in on
songs.
you and say I'm not going to give a review since you didn't listen to the whole album and it was your pick. But I do like Stone Temple Pilot a lot. Like I always say, it's a band you hear on the radio. Hands down, my favorite song is Dead and Bloated.
Really, the first song on the album?
It's my favorite song.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Comes in hard. This is their debut album, isn't it? Like, this is their first album, I believe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure,
Pretty
but
sure it is.
I remember years ago listening to that song on repeat over and over and over again and knowing the words to it. And it's an awesome song. I love the beat. So, I mean, I give it a good 6.5, 7.
First of all, Scott Weiland's dead, so rest in peace. He's been dead a couple years, right?
2 years?
2 years, 3 years,
Something like that.
something like that. I always liked Scott Weiland's voice. I always liked that, like the vibe of this band. I always liked how like their guitars sounded, and like it's just like a really like heavy without being like metal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yep.
So like I always dug their vibe. And I honestly never listened to one of their albums cover to cover until now. So I appreciate this pick for that reason. Apple Music doesn't pay us, but I have Apple Music, and I love it so much that the only version of this album that they have on Apple Music is the Super Deluxe Edition. And it's fucking huge. 48 songs, 3 hours, 45 minutes, almost 4 hours.
Damn.
Now, this has like the MTV Unplugged versions. They got live at Castaic Lake, whatever. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit on here. But the original 12 songs, I got to give this shit an 8 or a 9. I mean, it's a classic album. It's like hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And I guess that maybe if I were to give it a lower rating than that, it's just simply because I've heard these songs so many fucking times, but they're all just classics.
What's your number one song?
I would have to say Plush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the way that comes in, that guitar riff. It's just so tough, and I loved it. I love the whole shit. The whole shit. Creep is another one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, Creep's good too.
Stone Temple Pilots an iconic band. I mean,
oh, definitely. They've had like many like phases too, but they've always been good.
Yeah.
They've always been good. So yeah, good pick, Kev.
Yeah.
Good pick. Danny will be out, so I'll be picking the next one. It's gonna be good.
cool.
I already have my pick ready for when I do come back.
All right. We'll have you we were just talking about you'll probably be back for the season finale, so we'll have a Danny pick for the season finale. Sounds good. Mariah Carey's Christmas, maybe?
Justin Bieber, dude.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we were just listening to that on YouTube last night.
Mariah Carey's Christmas is an iconic album.
Michael Bublé.
Oh.
Ooh.
A little crooner action. He's what?
I might put him, over Blake Shelton.
I would put him over Blake Shelton.
He's got a killer voice.
I would put him over there. I would put Weird Al Yankovic over Blake Shelton. Julio. I would put. Oh man, it's almost like the list of people who I'd put over Blake Shelton is just it's getting bigger and bigger by the minute. I can't think of more. Kev, what do you got for this week in history?
November 19th, 1990.
See how he was right on that? I'm really happy about that, Kev. You did a really good job there. It was a really nice transition.
November 19th, 1990, Milli Vanilli's Grammy Award was taken away after they discovered they did not do their own singing.
Can you believe that shit? Have you seen them do that like a live performance? It's horrible.
November 21st, 1973, the 18.5-minute gap in Richard Nixon's Watergate tapes were released. Watergate tapes were released. November 27th, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated while riding in a motorcade in Dallas.
R.I.P.
Done deal. That's what I got.
It's crazy.
Did you hear there was another death in the music world the other day?
No, who?
The guitarist from AC/DC.
Oh, yeah. I did hear about that. I like AC/DC. What do you think?
I love AC/DC.
Who's got big balls? I've got big balls. That's my favorite shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Got the biggest balls of them all.
Yes. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
That's my shit. All right, so follow us on Twitter at MightBeNews247. Check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes. We got a couple more episodes left before the holiday season. This has been a not-so-special Thanksgiving special. I want everybody to have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving this week. Danny, congratulations in advance on the baby.
Thank you, guys.
Can't wait to see everything that's going on there, and have you back for the season finale just in time.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if I got another boy on the way, or if it's going to be a girl.
Yeah, that's right. You guys don't know yet.
We do not know. We won't know until the baby comes out on Monday.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. I'm very excited for you. Say peace out, Kev.
See ya.
Say peace out, Danny.
Peace out,
We'll
guys.
see you in a couple weeks, Danny. Kev and I will be back. Maybe we'll have a bonus guest for the next couple weeks. We'll talk some things out. Either way, happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you, the two of you, my co-host. Jackie, I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful for everybody that listens to our show. Thank you so much. We could do this without you. We do it without most of you, the people who aren't listening. But tell your friends to listen to us. I talk about things that happened a year ago sometimes.
Let me say one thing.
Yeah. Who are you guys thankful for?
My family, period, in general.
This is a really great cliche answer. Danny, who do you got?
I'm thankful for my family, my health, that I'm able to support my family. You know, my wife's going to be out of work for 3 months, and I can support them, and I'm thankful for you guys for this podcast. I'm enjoying this.
I'm thankful for your guys' families too. All right.
Can I say something before we leave?
Yeah.
Next episode, you better bring your fucking A game, dude, because
Listen.
you have dropped the ball big time.
I've been sick, okay? I'm not going to make excuses, all right? I'm not going to do it. But I'm also not going to tolerate you continuing to bring it up, okay? So next week, it's like this episode didn't happen, okay? Because I promise you, I will be up to snuff.
And you better get the right Capri Sun.
I'm gonna have better Capri Suns. Capri Suns that you can't have, Kev. You take that whole thing home with you. Get out of here.
Is there any left?
Well, how many did you have? 1, 2, 3,
There's
4,
4
5?
in there.
4?
In there.
4 left in there?
Yeah.
Wow, Kev. You did work.
Housing them.
Gross.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.